Hi, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. This is a really quick do-it-yourself Christmas garland. This is how you can use up a lot of your scraps, or perhaps you have old fabric you've just been wanting to use up. So what you want to do is take your fabric, no matter what it is. I used old Christmas fabric. I had odd sizes, some pieces I had a lot of it, others I had just a little bit. And I just gathered up all of these different Christmas colors that I had. I cut everything 8.5 inches wide. Now you can cut them any width that you like, but I found 8.5 inches was a good width for me. And I cut each end on a diagonal because we're going to connect the seams on a diagonal like this. And you want both ends of the fabric going in the same direction. You don't want it going out like this or in like this. It needs to go either go this way or this way. All right, so I'm cutting it like this. My ruler has a 45-degree line on it right here. And so I'm going to be placing that on the edge of my fabric. So I have my fabric facing front side up or pretty side up. And I'm going to take my 45-degree line and I'm going to place it on this edge right up here. And so here it is like that. Okay? And I'm going to move it down to where the edge is close to this corner. And once I have it lined up, then I'm going to use a rotary cutter. I'm just going to cut right along here like this. Save these scraps for another scrap project, okay? So set those aside. Now you can go over as many inches as you want, and you can make each cut a different width. Just make them all different. And so I'm going to go over, maybe 10 inches here. And I'm going to do another cut, and I'm going to place that 45-degree line on there, on this edge up here, and I'm going to do my cut. Okay, because I want to still use this little piece right here, I'm not going to go over as much. So I'm placing that 45-degree line on here, and then doing a cut. And you just keep going on down until you have all your fabric pieces cut. Now to stitch them together, you're going to bring front sides together. So here's my front side on this piece, and then here's my front side on this piece. Now you can do anywhere from 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch seam. I did mine on my serger, so it's really fast on the serger, but you can still do it on a sewing machine. So if you're going to do 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch seam, you need that much sticking out up over here and here. So if it's 1/4 inch seam, you want 1/4 inch of fabric sticking out. If it's a 1/2 inch seam, you want 1/2 inch. And then you're going to stitch for where the two pieces of fabric intersect right there. So you stitch all the way down and you stop right here. And when you're done and you go to unfold your fabric, it all comes out straight across this way. After you got all your pieces stitched together, and you're going to need a lot for a tree garland, then I went and pressed it all. Then if you used your serger, you can serge along your raw edges. If you don't have a serger, that's fine. So if you do have a serger and you serge along that edge, to finish off your outer edges, you only need to have to fold it over about 1/4 inch or so and press your seams all the way around. If you don't have a serger, you want to fold your edge over once and press, fold it over again, and press. Now at the ends, I have a diagonal cut also. And so just fold it in, just like any other edge, you would just fold it in and finish it off. Now I'm going to give you a couple of options. Option 1 is tying knots about every 24 inches apart. So here's a knot that I have here. So I'm going to go over about 24 inches. This is about it right here. And remember, you don't need to be super exact. Fold both sides in towards the center and then fold again like this. Then take it, wrap it around your hand and pull it through. Now, you don't have to make it a super tight knot. I just made mine a little loose, something like that. And then you would go over again, about 24 inches or so, fold it in, fold it again, and tie a knot. At the ends, you want to put your last knot kind of near the end. All right, and again, you just do it like this and tie a knot. Now, here's mine. It's really long. As you can see, I've got all these different fabrics. I made mine very colorful. I like lots of bright colors, and it just goes on and on and on and on. When you wrap it around your tree, you would take the knots and kind of rest it on a branch, and then you would fan this fabric open like this. So you have your knots and then your garland draping kind of down. You know, you get to play with it. Now you're wondering, well, how much of this do I need? I recommend you take some string, long piece of string, and set up your Christmas tree and just start at the top and just loosely wrap the string around the tree and then measure the length of that string so that you know about how much fabric you're going to need. Now I'm going to give you a couple other options. Now maybe you don't like the little scrappy patch look. You could buy fabric. Maybe you like the real sparkly with glitter all over the fabric, or you like metallic in it. You can buy fabric, cut your long strips, stitch them together until you've got the length that you need. And then you could gather it up, just like I showed you before, and you could make decorative bows. Now they don't necessarily need to be this large. You could either take ribbon and just tie it around, or as I said, make your own bows, and then you can put fuzzy sticks, I call it pipe cleaners, in the bow, and you can use that to wrap around your fabric and also to help wrap it around the tree branch to secure it on your tree. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you learned something new. I also hope I've inspired you to go through your scraps and make this really, really easy garland. If you're interested in other decorative Christmas sewing projects, check below your YouTube screen for those video links. There'll also be other beginner sewing projects listed down there too. So you scroll down into the description section and the links will be listed in there. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl. This is Manny. See you next time.